What's up, guys? JR Raymond back again, coming to you from Shopmakers Pro Shop here in Toledo, Ohio at New Glass Bowl. And today I'm going to kind of back up a little bit. I know we've already talked about some of these things, but I want to make sure now that people are starting to get back into bowling, you're going to practice again. Some of the centers are opening, although we may see some of them close again. Let's not talk about that. Let's hope for the best here. But as you're getting back into bowling, there's one of the big key things I think you really need to focus on is probably your tempo and your footwork. Let's make sure that is in line before you actually try to go and take full approaches. So all I want you to do is really just think about the tempo that your feet are going to the line. I'm a big advocate for making sure your steps are equal all the way through, not necessarily lengthwise, but if they're equal timing-wise and tempo-wise, you'll be in pretty good shape. Now, it's going to be different for everybody. Some people have that power step. If you're two-handed, you're obviously going to have that little bit of a skip there. But for the normal, everyday one-handed bowler, in order to gain consistency, especially if you're more of a beginner bowler, this is one thing that can really take you to the next level that much faster if you really focus on the tempo. So when I'm walking to the foul line, I'm focusing on counting my steps. I want to make sure my every step is basically the same beat all the way through. So if I'm taking 5 steps, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the ball's released. Okay? If I'm taking 4 steps, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, the ball's released. Now, most people, the people who have tried to slow down, people have been told that they throw it too fast, they got to slow down. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they'll speed up the last 3 because all they're focused on is trying to slow down so much. Now they've slowed the swing down, and then they get running, and then they chuck it anyway. So we want to try to correct those things. So if you're somebody that is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we want to make sure to try to get that as even as possible. And the way we do that is we try to correct the first 2. We don't necessarily want to try to slow down all the steps yet. We want to speed up all the steps first. So if you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's try to get it to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to speed up first. And I know it's going to feel uncomfortable, and you're probably going to fire the ball down the lane because your legs are moving so fast, but that's okay. After you get that down, you do that a dozen times or so, then back up and try to slow it down a little bit. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's try to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you get more comfortable, slow it down more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just get it as slow as you possibly can. Adjust it up and down based on what you want the ball to do. If you want it to be faster or slower, that's how you adjust your speed. Once you're comfortable with getting your tempo at that level of whatever level you want, you'll be much more consistent. You'll then be able to go from day to day figuring out where your problems are. If you can feel that you have a little bit of a stutter in there somewhere, your timing feels just off a little bit, go back to counting your steps. So if I give you an example here of both a 4-step and a 5-step, I'll give you a 4-step example first. Here's what a good 4-step looks like going through good tempo. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, all the way through. Now I'll go through 5 steps, and it'll basically be the same tempo, except all I'm doing is I'm adding that extra step, that timing step, to the beginning of my approach. So I'm just going to take a step back, do the same type of thing, same tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not bad. So it might have even been a little bit off there, so I have something I can work on there too. I think my first step was probably a little too slow. Probably needed to speed it up just a pinch. So I'm going to try that right now. I'm going to try and speed them up a little bit just to try to get more comfortable, a little bit smoother in the entire approach. And when I do that, all I'm going to do is just make sure the swing follows. I always, no matter what, you're still pushing it away at the same time. So for me, now I'm going to speed that step up. I'm still going to push it away in the second step. Much better. Now my ball speed went up a little bit, and I was a little bit smoother going through the bottom of the swing. So that's something to work on. Next time you're practicing, go pay attention to that. See if you can get yourself to be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more consistent by working on your tempo, just like that. Hope that helps you. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to we got some screamers. Make sure to let me know in the comments below if that helps you or not. If it does, obviously, let me know. But otherwise, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys later. Take care.